So I am working on this amazing project with this amazing woman. Tell me who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Jen Ashby. I'm a client and friends of this guy, amazing guy right here. And I have a company, Savvy, and our company, oh, yep, there's some clothes over there. We got clothes and so much more. What we do is we create really simple, sophisticated, and functional wellness, apparel, and beauty products. And the whole purpose of them is to help women look and feel their best, to cultivate that inner confidence. And I like to say we cultivate confidence through community, because our community is who sells the brand and represents the brand. And through that, the products and the community, we see women really build their confidence.
That's awesome. Okay, two-part question. What is some of your favorite product that you've sold? And then what is the best-selling product? Because they might not be the same thing.
Okay, here we go. Best-selling product, hands down, which is like limited. Like we only drop it probably once a year, but it like generates so many sales, is the Noor joggers.
Okay.
N-O-O-R, Noor joggers. They're like—
What are they like?
I was just gonna answer that, Jake. They're like leggings and joggers in one. So the waistband is like a yoga waistband. It's got elastic on the back, not the front. So for the girls, it doesn't dig in in the front. And they have a little dip on the back that kind of accentuates the booty, but not too much like you see these TikTok trends where it's like a little bit too much. Like really classy, sophisticated, but accentuates the good things. Pockets. And then the leg is a little bit baggier, but not too baggy. So you can kind of wear it like a legging, and it's got a cuff around the ankle. And our customers go crazy over the Noor joggers, and they're so comfortable. The fabric is amazing.
Now, what is your favorite piece of clothing or merch that you guys have made that you're like the most like, oh, I love this?
Okay, so it changes, because what happens is we have something called Fashion Friday.
Okay.
We drop items on Friday and they sell out pretty quick, or within a few days, sometimes a few weeks, sometimes a few months, depending on how much we get. My favorite will change. Right now, my favorite is the Ray Sherpa, R-A-E, Ray Sherpa.
Like a big Sherpa jacket?
Yes! Okay,
oh my God.
It's Sherpa, but the inside is fleece, but it's oversized, so it covers the butt, but it got zippers on the side, zippers in the front, zippers in the back, pockets everywhere. And I like to open it. It's got a big chunky hood, but I can unbutton it. So like I'll unbutton it and then I'll wear it off the shoulder, and you got this big—
Is that it over there?
No,
okay.
I'll show you tomorrow.
Okay.
But I love that you can like wear it off the shoulder, wear it chunky, zip it all up, put your hood on, like just so many different ways to wear it. It is my favorite right now, like go-to.
What are we doing here? Where are we?
Okay, so we are at an event, or the set of the event that we're shooting on Saturday. It's called Savvy New Start. It's the new start to the year. Jake put this together for us. It looks amazing. I love it. We have flown in our field advisory board. One of the things really big for us here at Savvy is co-creation. So we chose, actually they earned it. They earned by their sales and their leadership and what they've been able to create for the company. So there's 12 that have earned the spot on our field advisory board. We're flying them in. They're gonna be here. And then we're gonna be doing a live stream to about 900 participants all over the country. And these amazing brand partners, their field advisory board that we fly in here to LA, are going to train and speak and inspire while we, the company, have some exciting announcements. And it's all taking place right there.
Being that Savvy is a network marketing company, how have you seen people's lives change with it? Like, what's a story that you can share of like—
Holly, let me tell you Holly's story.
Tell me Holly's story.
So we have a brand partner, her name is Holly, and she is a makeup artist, and she has 2 boys, 2 sons, and she had 7 nannies on rotation. Like constantly, because she had to travel so much. I mean, she was a high-end successful like makeup artist. So she's traveling all over the place, doing all these different things. Meanwhile, her husband and her are starting a gym together. So they own a gym, they do wellness consulting. I mean, they're amazing. But she had 7 nannies on rotation. And she was like, I'm putting out so much effort and work and taking all this time away from my family just to make the money and live her passion. So she got involved with Savvy because she loves the culture, the community, the purpose about helping women to look good and feel good and do good. And most importantly, she loves the product. She's living in the product. She's always wearing fitness clothes.
I mean, that's kind of the cool thing with Savvy. It's like you can literally yourself as like a walking billboard.
Yes, so she's like—
Clearly, as seen here, a walking billboard right here.
So Holly is like, I'm wearing all this clothes all the time anyway. Sure, I'll add this. Now she's home with her kids. So she doesn't have 7 nannies. She is mom full-time and working full-time with Savvy and to other businesses and can pull it all off.
Making more money than she was making as a makeup artist?
More money she was making.
Traveling less?
Yeah, exactly. And most importantly, better quality of life. You know, she's a better mom, a better wife, and just overall, her life is more fulfilled.
That's just unbelievable. That's so cool to hear.
Yeah, it's my favorite story. And I think the cool thing is people come to our community for different reasons. Like some people will say, I want money, a few extra $100. Some will say, no, I need more money. I need to help my family have different streams of income. And some just say, I want to have fun. Like I want to be with a community of like-minded people that want to make a difference in this world. So they get to come and be a part of us for whatever reason they want to.
Oh my God. So how did you get into this line of business?
I graduated college. I got a job at IBM. I was a project manager. I worked there for about 10 years. And it was high paced. It was intense. And during that time, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. And she was given 6 months to live. And one day she came home and she looked at me and she goes, I'm not gonna die in 6 months. This isn't happening. So I go, what do we do? Like, I don't wanna lose you. This is my mother, right? So she said, let's look at nutrition. Let's look at our diets. And I'm like, okay. So I started studying health and wellness like it was my job. I mean, I went and actually worked with doctors. I actually got different certifications. I studied different modalities. And my mom lived 7 years, right? She was still working with a doctor and getting treatments, but we really helped her body to just be stronger, be healthier. And she did pass away, but she lived 7 years after being given 6 months.
Wow.
On that journey, I was like, why am I spending my life working for this company, which was a great company. They treated me well, but I was like, I'm building this dream for this company and I'm burning myself out. And this isn't gonna be healthy for me. I wanna become an entrepreneur. I don't know how, but I was like, I'm gonna become an entrepreneur. So I left IBM, and because I had all these certifications along the way, I started doing health and wellness coaching. Got a certification as a life coach. I already had a lot of health and wellness background certifications. So I started working with clients and doing that. And that's when I was like, I am trading my time for money. I get a client, I get paid. I do really well and they get healthier, they don't need me anymore. You know, the better I do, the worse money I make, the less clients I have. But they would refer other clients. But still, I was like, I'm trading my time for money. I tried courses, I tried different things, but it definitely felt like I had a ceiling, right? Of what I could reach financially because of my time constraints. I literally just one night, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm ready for whatever's next. I'm looking for something more. I am open. There's gotta be a better way. I need leverage. And that night, a friend came over, put a bottle in my hand, said, you would love this product. I looked at it and I'm like, I studied these ingredients. These are all adaptogenic products. I love it. Where do I get it? And he said, network marketing. And I said, I don't know what that is. And he goes, you don't know what it is? And I said, no. And he's like, trying to explain it to me. And I'm like, Brian, just sit me down. Like, let's talk about this. Anyway, his friend met with me and they showed me the business model. We didn't talk about the product. I already loved it. But he showed me the business model and I saw leverage. Within a few months, I was one of the top leaders in the company. I served my team. I helped them create success in their life. And it allowed me to stay home with my son, who my husband and I got pregnant during that time. And I was able to have the freedom to have my son at home, have a home birth, spend time with him, completely changed my life. And from that point on, that's it. I was dedicated to helping people understand the integrity and purpose behind this industry, because I think it's hands down the best industry, in my opinion. Because if you work hard, if you have a good work ethic, if you're willing to put in the time, if you're willing to put the intention into something, you'll be rewarded. No one's gonna promote you. No one's gonna determine your pay. No one's gonna determine your promotion. It's up to you. So you can get a result from your effort. And I love that about this industry. So that's where I started.
So then how did you get into going from selling vitamin to then selling clothing and to like owning your own network marketing company?
Started consulting with network marketing leaders and network marketing companies. Built a software company, started selling software to those companies. I was a keynote speaker. I was doing consulting for, again, whether it's a leader or a company. And then one day a friend who I knew her and her husband from years earlier. She called me and she said, Jen, there's a new company. I need you to meet the gentleman who was the silent investor that started the company. And she's like, I told him you're the best marketer I know. He needs to meet with you. And I was like, okay. It's like, I'm not open. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I love my life, but I love meeting new people. And I'm always open to a new connection. So I sat down and I met with Ken. And on that conversation, we looked at each other and we were just like, there's something we're gonna do big here. So the concept wasn't fully baked yet. It was like this idea of Savvy, and we sat down together, we listed out what we wanted the brand to be, where we wanted to take it. I had this moment where like I saw his vision, he saw my vision, and we didn't even need words. Like I was like, we got it. Like I was like, I see what you see. He's like, I know you see what I see. It was like one of those things that were like, this is my business partner. And that was it. The rest is history. We formed a partnership, and we've founded this brand, Ken and I together. And we love this industry, and clothing was the way. Now, my background is not in clothing, as you know, but my passion has always been helping women to feel beautiful. And I've always loved clothing. I've always loved fabrics. I've always had an aesthetic, whether it is decorating my home or choosing clothing or whatever it is. And so it's always been a passion of mine, more of a hobby, not something that I did professionally, but it really just fit in perfectly. One thing I'll share is, when my mother was going through her chemotherapy and different treatments, I noticed that when she wore different things, she would get a different result after the treatment. Maybe she wouldn't feel as bad. Maybe she would be in a better mood. So I put her in really soft clothing, fabrics that were natural. I would put a scarf on her head after she lost her hair, just make her look beautiful. What's Savvy, something we say here is look good, feel good, do good. And the clothing for me, because I'm very involved with our design team and with the whole vision of the clothing, it's not just about, does this look good? You should put on Savvy, and before you look in the mirror, you're gonna say, I feel beautiful. Because of the fabrics, we don't use mannequins, we use real women's bodies to try on all of our clothing. We fit on real women of different sizes. We have extra small to 3X, and we want people to look good, feel good, knowing that they're then gonna go out in their life and do good. So.
Unbelievable. I love that. Walk me through some of this clothing right here.
My favorite part. So let's see, I will share a few pieces. This is our sun bra. I love this because you have this beautiful, beautiful back to it. It's also has the elastic is about 2.5, 3 inches here. So this really holds you in nicely. You have good coverage on the front, but you also have that style on the back. So this is beautiful. A lot of women love it, but some want more coverage. So then you have a bra like the River bra, which is going to be more high neck, high impact. You still have the princess seam lines. So everything we have has a little bit of a detail that makes it feminine, right? You don't have to look like a dude going to the gym. You know, you can show off your back, you can show off your shoulders, you can show off different areas and look sophisticated and elegant. This bra is another one of my favorites, the Estella bra. This is from our eco-friendly collection. This fabrication is Blue Sign certified, which just means the way the fabric is treated in a little bit of a different way. Although I didn't mention this, but all of our clothing is sustainable in how we create it. From the design process to the factories, to the solar panels, to the recycled water, to everything we do is to be less of a carbon footprint on our environment, and also not putting toxins and chemicals into the product that you're putting on your body. So that's some of those there. This is the Mantra legging, another favorite. You have razor cuts. So our women like to wear these not just working out, but throw it on with a top, and you can wear these all day long to add a nice style feature. The Alexa is one of our favorites. The women love this. You got laser cuts all throughout, so you can show off your sports bra, but it's got a really nice, soft, stretchy fabric and great fit. Am I going too fast?
No, I love this. I love it. It's perfect.
This is my favorite all-time layering piece. This is our Kai. This fabric is like so soft. You put this on and it just feels so good. And I love thumb holes. Like, I love a good thumb hole. It is long on the arms and you have that thumb hole so it keeps your arms nice and warm. And it's just a great soft layering piece. I wear this all winter. Like, I have this in every color. It's under everything. Ivy dress, beautiful fabrication, ribbed, super soft. Like I told you guys, look good, feel good, do good. So everything's gotta feel good. All this ruching down the side really helps to just hide any imperfections you may think you have. And it works on everyone from extra small to 3X. Looks stunning in that. Okay, this is our Morgan jacket. This is something we say a lot, permission granted, be you. You know, one of the things that we say here is just be who you are. Like, whatever size you are, whatever color you are, whatever age you are, like, we don't care. We don't care who you are. We don't care what your background is, you know, and we love diversity. We think diversity is what creates the ingenuity and the creativity and the innovation of our company. It's what makes us different and unique. So one thing about our community, just to segue for 1 second, is our women embrace each other. Like, not just the way they look. Inclusion isn't just about how you look. It's not about the color of your skin or your size or your height or anything. It's also who you are, right? Political, religious backgrounds. We want you to be you and to accept each other. So that's something that's really important to us in a world where we can be so critical and polarizing. We're like, guys, like let's actually like see different viewpoints and respect each other. So we put permission granted be you on this coat, and it's been one of our best sellers. People love that. Something we stand for. Sherpa, you pointed out, the camper Sherpa. This is amazing. I named it the camper Sherpa because it makes me want to go camping. This is a nice thick Sherpa. We have our logo embroidered right there on the sleeve, and just something great that you want to put on when you want to be all cozy. And this is a few of the puffers that we have. This is called the curly puffer. I love it because it's long, you can unzip it, you have the pockets over here, you have Savvy on the zipper. One of the things that I'm a stickler about is hoods. I hate when you put a hood on and it's pointy. So all of our hoods, we put a double panel so it really frames your face nice. And I love this over anything. It's got, the armhole is pretty dropped. So if you have something that's baggy on or something fitted, this is gonna work great. And it actually is, even though it's a vest, it's really warm because it gives you some good coverage. And then last, I'm gonna show our Kendra puffer because I love this color. This is cinnamon. And where is that logo? Right there on the arm, right? So we embroider Savvy right there on the arm and also on the inside. So you can always remember the brand that loves you back. We have Savvy written all on the inside. And it's just a really fun piece, something a little bit different. So something else you'll notice is the Pantones. I think more than designing and choosing silhouettes, I spend time on the colors. Why? Because it shouldn't have to be complicated to get dressed in the morning. If you buy Savvy, you can literally have a box of tops and a box of bottoms and just pick one, and it'll go. So we like to stick to the same Pantones or Pantone families so everything can go together, and you almost end up having this capsule wardrobe, right? So you're not like trying to piece outfits together. Everything naturally goes together.
Jen, what's that stuff over there on that shelf?
Oh, you can't see that yet.
So I want to get into a couple businessy things since I'm a fellow entrepreneur. What are the biggest tips you would give to somebody who wants to get into MLM or who's thinking about joining an MLM?
First of all, make sure you find the right company. You'll just know. You'll feel the vibe. You know, more important than of course, you have to make sure you love the product, but definitely get to know the culture. Right? Get to know who's leading it, who founded the company, what are they about, what do they stand for, right? One of the things I think is really important is who you align with and making sure that's aligned with your values and that it's something that really you love the purpose of why they're even doing what they're doing. So I would look for that when joining a company. Make sure of course you love the products. Make sure you can be passionate about it and feel good about it because that's your integrity. You're gonna be sharing it with people. I mean, we all share things we love every day anyway, like a restaurant. The lunch we had today, right? I share Jake with everyone because he's amazing, right? You share things you love because you want to help people. So as long as you keep it authentic and you really love the company and the culture and the products and you actually do share, then you'll have success.
I love it. What would you tell somebody now thinking even bigger outside of MLM about entrepreneurship and being a business owner? What any tips or advice for that?
Okay. This just came to me, ABC, all right? So I'm not trained sales. My husband's trained sales, but he would always say ABC, always be closing, right? And I always say always be connecting. Always be connecting.
I love that.
And it came to mind because
I'm definitely stealing
you can totally steal it.
I'm definitely stealing
I actually heard it from Jake. So ABC, always be connecting because I feel like you never know where it's gonna go.
I'm so stealing that from now on. Putting that in every seminar, every coaching thing.
If you're famous, can I get like a royalty on it?
I'll give you credit though. I'll give you credit. Be like, I heard this from an amazing entrepreneur.
There you go. So the reason I say this is because that one day when I was like, sure, Kim, I'll go meet Ken.
Yeah.
I wasn't open. I wasn't interested. Nothing. I wasn't looking. We completely shifted this company and are changing thousands of lives. And that wouldn't have happened.
Amazing.
So always be connecting, make new connections, just get out there and see where it goes because you never know.
I love it. Is there anything else you want to say to end?
Yeah, say it. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here's what else I want to say to end. This guy's amazing. So if you're watching this, vlog or whatever this is, I don't even know what we're doing. God. You know, I met Jake and I love his personality. He's fun to hang out with, but most importantly, like the guy knows his stuff. He came out here and set up this set. And,
this is not a pitch for me. This is about you.
I know, but I want to tell you what I love. I've worked with a lot of people and done different things, but this is what Jake did with me. He goes, Jen, what's your ideal scene? And I told him, and he goes, great, I need to know so I can make it happen. And I didn't have to be involved for the rest of the day. And that was awesome. Like, he just handles it. He knows his stuff. He's competent. He's so much fun to work with. So I don't know if
the one thing I've learned from working with powerful executives is make their life easier. That's like my biggest lesson that I've learned in business is like,
check, you did it.
Can you make people's life easier or make them more money? Then they'll pay you, because then they can continue to do everything else they need to do. If you can do that, that's been my guiding force.
You're really good at that, so I recommend Jake. Who wants to see him in some leggings?
Awesome.
Fashion show?
Oh God, that would be pretty funny. Maybe in a future vlog.